What's up, guys and gals? It's time to do some preview for this week. Now, last week I piloted basically this idea of doing previews of 3 different releases. I'm not gonna say it's gonna be 3 every week. Let's see how this format goes. So this week I will tell you, or more like show you 3 different releases from coming weeks and months. This time we have Harlott representing thrash metal. We have new Horna to represent Finnish black metal, and last but not least we have Mavorim doing a split, also doing black metal. Let's start in alphabetical order and see how it goes here. So first one we have here Harlott from Australia. I know that most of the audience on Rauta don't really go into thrash metal, but I wanted to kind of preview the stuff which kind of made an impact to me. That is, if I'm able to go through a single digital release and still want to come back for more, why not to talk about it? So the first band in this preview is Harlott from Australia with their 4th album, Detritus of the Final Age. Now, after 3 albums with just one word name, they have gone to a different direction. Well, name-wise anyway. Now, the previous album was very good thrash metal album, and it seems like these guys are not giving up on that. That is, the new album is very strong, showcasing modern thrash metal, but not exactly doing copycat stuff. So I mean, there are lots of stuff from from the past doing old school thrash, but this sounds so modern. Yet at the same time, it doesn't mean it's some metalcore or whatever. I mean, it's pure thrash metal. By modern, I mean there's a little bit obviously differences compared to 1980s kind of a thrash metal, but these guys know how to make catchy riffs and get you going in the way that thrash metal is supposed to be. What can I really say? After 2 spins, I am still wanting for more, so I hope that I will get this in mid-November for actual review. So let's see what I think about that when I have given it a few more spins. Then we have obviously Horna from Finland, which is turning some 26 years, almost 30 soon that is. And as you can see, this discography is so vast. I guess most people, even if there are real Horna fans, haven't gone through everything here, because not only there are quite a few full lengths, but all these splits, EPs, and whatever. I mean, there's plenty to listen, plenty of releases to get your compilation going on. Now, Kuoleman Kirjo presents some 70 minutes of Finnish black metal, so it's quite different from early on releases by the band. That is, those ones which are 30-40 minutes and not so epic as this one. So as you can see, 13 tracks, and some of them, well, most of them I guess, are quite lengthy, being 6-7 minutes. So it's quite one would say tiresome, that is, if it wasn't for the good tracks here. Now, what surprised me here was the amount of clean vocals used. There are quite a bit of those in different tracks, and as such, it's more like a soothing rather than very raw or extreme ways to do black metal. Now, I know that some people see Horna kind of a raw, just a second wave black metal worship, but to be honest, with Kuoleman Kirjo, the variety of death, if you will, is not very raw. I mean, it's more on the softer end because of these clean vocals and because it's not all the time going to these extreme paces, high tempo and all that stuff, but, going in a waves, basically. What I could say is that when you can finish 70 minutes an album without getting bored on either individual songs or the overall, I could say it's kind of a feat to accomplish. I don't know if the album actually would need so many tracks, but then again, I really couldn't find any weak tracks based on 2 initial listening times with this album. So I would say this is very much a pleasing release to those who happen to like Horna's style. Just don't expect anything extreme in the terms of black metal and you're pretty much safe to go. Then we go to another newer band called Mavorim, and it's split with another not so big band called Mortem. This one is also from Germany, even younger band from 2017. Not even a full-length album out, so obviously the focus here is with Mavorim, which has 4 tracks out of 9 ones. This is 50 minutes long split, so technically a kind of a full-length album, which has 2 bands showing their stuff here. And what Mavorim is able to do here is to, create very beautiful melodies, even though the most of the album isn't that, the catchiest of them all. And Mortem feels like it fits very well here with Mavorim. Now, Mavorim has previously shown to me that these guys know what they're doing, even if they're not the best of the class. But now there's some melodies I am kind of inclined to say this is definitely really, really good stuff. And it doesn't matter if some of these songs are quite lengthy because, they know what they're doing. As you can see, Mortem is a little bit more versatile, having 7-minute tracks and then these, shorter parts. Then again, it's like outro and whatever. So it's a little bit different. However, this was also able to convince me with a couple of spins that this is definitely one of the better ones to come out in the last quarter of 2020. So all in all, what we have here once again is 3 interesting releases, 1 thrash metal and 2 black metal. And I would say keep eyes on them. One coming on October, 1 on November, and then last but not least, Horna in December. So all in all, interesting months and weeks to come. Be sure to check out these ones. I am supposedly going to get all of these for a proper review, and then I will unbox them to you and tell you even more about the music. But until that time, take a look at samples if you can find them, and later on, tune for reviews, and let's see what I think about them. Take care and have a good week. Bye-bye.